Oh, the drama, the intrigue, the sheer audacity of the San Francisco 49ers. Are you as absolutely stunned as I am by this latest move? Or are you sitting there, nodding sagely, having predicted this exact twist? Because let me tell you, this trade has left a lot of us speechless, scratching our heads, and wondering if Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are playing chess while the rest of the NFL is playing checkers. The Phoenix rising? 49ers bet big on a familiar face. Welcome back to the channel, where we bring you the most electrifying updates from the gridiron. Today, we're dissecting a trade that sent ripples across the NFL, a deal that could either be a masterstroke for a Super Bowl contender or a cautionary tale of second chances. We're talking about the San Francisco 49ers acquisition of edge rusher Bryce Huff from the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, if you're an Eagles fan, you might be feeling a mix of relief and perhaps a touch of bitterness right now. After all, your team invested a staggering $51 million in Huff just last offseason, signing him to a 3-year deal. What did they get in return? A paltry 2.5 sacks in his lone season in Philadelphia, playing in just 6 starts. Can you feel the collective sigh of exasperation from the city of brotherly love? It's enough to make you throw your hands up in exasperation. That's a massive investment for such minimal return, and it's no wonder the Eagles are reportedly sending him away for a mere day 3 draft pick. But here's where the plot thickens, where the narrative takes a fascinating turn. This isn't just a random pickup for the 49ers. This is a deliberate, calculated move that hinges on a very specific reunion: Bryce Huff and defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. Huff, at 27 years old, has famously excelled under Saleh's guidance before, a fact that clearly wasn't lost on the 49ers front office. Even after drafting Michael Williams 11th overall in the 2025 NFL Draft, San Francisco felt they were still light on depth at edge rusher as OTAs commenced. Clearly, they believe Huff is the missing piece to that puzzle, the art of the deal making the money work. The financial gymnastics involved in this trade are as intriguing as the on-field implications. Huff's original $51 million Eagles contract was a hefty albatross. However, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Huff has agreed to rework his contract to facilitate this move. This is key, as it dramatically alters the financial landscape for the 49ers. Prior to any reworking, a post-June 1 trade of Huff would have carried a $7.4 million cap number for the Eagles, per over the cap. But with the renegotiation, the 49ers are poised to save money. ESPN's Field Yates reports that San Francisco will inherit the final 2 years of Huff's deal, owing him $7.95 million in cap and cash for 2025. This makes it a much more palatable financial commitment for the 49ers, transforming a massive contract for a struggling player into a relatively low-cost gamble for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. It's a testament to the shrewdness of the 49ers front office, finding value where others saw only disappointment. The Saleh effect, unleashing the beast within. So, why would the 49ers take on a player who just had such a monumentally underwhelming season? The answer, as we've alluded to, is a man named Robert Saleh. This isn't just a coach-player reunion. It's a belief that Saleh can once again unlock the dominant pass rusher Bryce Huff proved he could be. Cast your mind back to Huff's time with the New York Jets, an undrafted free agent in 2020. He steadily built a reputation as a consistently impactful rotational pass rusher, but it was in his final season with Saleh at the helm that Huff truly exploded onto the scene. He amassed a stunning 10 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, and 21 quarterback hits. Those are elite-level numbers, the kind that make general managers salivate and quarterbacks shiver. It's this version of Bryce Huff, the one forged under Saleh's guidance, that the 49ers are hoping to resurrect. The joy that Saleh must feel having his guy back must be immense. It's a coach believing in his player, and that's a beautiful thing to see in professional sports. Beyond the numbers, Huff's elite pressure and defined role. Let's delve deeper into what makes Huff so appealing to the 49ers, despite his recent struggles. Pro Football Focus reveals that Huff generated an impressive 67 total pressures in 2023. Even more telling, He ranked third among edge rushers with at least 50 pass rush snaps with an astounding pass rush win rate of 22.9%. That puts him in truly elite company, trailing only future Hall of Famers like Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons. That's the kind of consistent disruption that can change the complexion of a game, forcing hurried throws and generating turnovers. Now, it's true, there's been criticism of Huff's play and run defense. He's not known as a two-way Ironman who dominates every snap. However, the 49ers' defensive philosophy means this isn't a huge concern. They have a dominant interior line, stout linebackers, and a scheme that allows their edge rushers to specialize. Expect the 49ers to deploy Huff primarily in a rotational pass rushing role. He'll be given the freedom to attack, to utilize his speed and explosiveness to get after quarterback. He's envisioned as a much-needed speed rushing complement to Nick Bosa, a dynamic element San Francisco has arguably lacked since the departure of Dee Ford. Imagine the nightmares offensive coordinators will face try and contend with Bosa's power on one side and Huff's quickness on the other. It's a terrifying thought for opposing offenses. This move also brings a wealth of strategic advantages for the 49ers' defensive line depth. Huff won't be burdened with the pressure being an every down player, thanks to the presence of Bosa and the promising Michael Williams. This flexibility should also allow Michael Williams to kick inside on obvious passing downs, creating even more chaos for opposing offensive lines. Furthermore, Huff provides valuable insurance in case Yetur Gross-Matos doesn't stay healthy for a second consecutive season. And finally, it alleviates pressure on developing players like Sam Okwenonu or Robert Beal Jr. to exceed expectations. This is about building a deep, versatile, and specialized offensive front that can sustain pressure throughout an entire game and an entire season. Of course, in the unpredictable world of the NFL, there's no crystal ball. There's no absolute guarantee that a change of scenery and a reunion with Robert Saleh will magically transform Bryce Huff back into his dominant self. But with a restructured contract, this is undeniably a low-risk, high-reward bet that the 49ers are in a strong position to make. If it pays off, they've just added a game record to an already fearsome defense. If it doesn't, the financial hit isn't crippling. So, what's your take on this fascinating gamble? Do you believe in the Saleh effect? Or do you think the 49ers might regret taking on a player coming off such a disappointing season? Let us know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this in-depth breakdown of the latest NFL shakeup, please do us a huge favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive sports analysis and breaking news. We're here to keep you informed and engaged every single step of the way.